Hey, welcome back everyone to the Half Thumb. It's a good day. Let's talk smoke detectors. So, in the middle of the night last night, a couple nights ago actually, I had this one, start chirping. It wasn't once every 5 minutes or once a minute as it telling you the battery's dead. Now, typically when the clocks get set back, I go through and change all my batteries. Well, I was out of town, so I didn't do it yet. So the wife called when I was at work. Hey, this thing's going off. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. What do I do? So I told her what to do. She went, she replaced the battery, put it back together, and it continued chirping. And it was random. It was one chirp every 15 minutes, then it was 30 minutes, then it was 8 minutes. So it was all over the place. So I think that indicates that maybe there's power issue. I don't know. These are 20 years old. So I think they were reading somewhere that you're supposed to change them every 10 years. So I went to Lowe's and I bought this one. Of course, it's not in the box anymore because it's up on the ceiling, so it doesn't chirp anymore. I did not get the one with the carbon monoxide detector because carbon monoxide sinks. So what is the point of this on the ceiling with carbon monoxide on the ground and you sleeping close to the ground on the bed? So I didn't spend the extra $10 to get the one with the carbon monoxide detector in it. So those are about 49 bucks a piece. This was 39. This has the 10-year battery backup in it. So I don't have to change the battery for 10 years. There's a little place on the side to actually write the date you install it. I'll show you the installation here in just a few minutes. But I want to talk about the old ones. Now these were made by a company called Electric Inc., USI Electric Inc. There's tons of these out there. It doesn't matter which one you use as long as you have one, in my opinion. Now there are some advantages to using the wired ones. If you have wired in your house, that means that if one starts going off, it sets the entire house off. And I have 11 of them, so all 11 will go off at one time. It freaks out the dogs, freaks out the cats, but it's good. Now, the new one comes with these two connectors. This is what goes into the back side of the first alert smoke detector, and then it has these connectors. I'm not sure where these were and what these were used for. Maybe who knows. But the other one I used, this was cut off and it was just wire sticking out like this guy here. So it's wired. This is your neutral. This is your power. And if you have the wired ones that are throughout the whole house connected, then this is your connection wire. Now on my ceiling I had a red wire. So they just basically ran 3-1 wire throughout the house to connect all the smoke detectors. There's a breaker on my box to turn them off. So when you change it, you turn the breaker off, go upstairs, swap it out, etc., etc. That way you shock yourself. It's fairly straightforward. This connector is not there. In this particular smoke detector, there's a box opening where this thing will sit up underneath. And I went with First Alert because that's what they had at Lowe's. So like I said, this connector goes away. You have your adapter plate in the ceiling, bolts to the ceiling. The box for the smoke detector is, you can use the screws for the box or you can put it into the wood. Anyway, clips in. The other one just threads on just like this one does. It does not have a battery. The battery is on the side. If you look at this here on my computer, that's like the one I got, but so the battery compartment's on the side over here. It's gonna make it bigger for you, but you can't open that compartment because it's a 10-year. Now this is the one with the smoke and carbon monoxide. Like I said, I did not get. So you can choose whichever you like. So let's go upstairs and check out the install. All right, so here's my install for the First Alert. This is where your date would go when you install it. There's your battery compartment for your 10-year battery, and it tells you right on it's a 10-year backup, so you don't need to place it. The downfall of this actual size was the base was a bit too small, so I'm going to have to repaint the ceiling. Not a big deal. Hopefully this won't set off my alarm. Every time I take the other ones off, my alarm goes off. Good. Okay, well you can see the wire nuts up there and the 3 wires going in. So I removed the old wiring and the new wiring and then just plug the thing in. Attach this with 2 screws. This goes back up. It's pretty easy to put on there if you get the stupid things in line here. There it is. That's all there is to it. So these are the tools you need to put that smoke detector in. Some type of screwdriver. You don't have to have a DeWalt. You can have just a regular Phillips head screwdriver to take them screws out unless they're flat tip. And then pair of wire strippers. And then some backup wire nuts if you need them. I will link below the tooling and the first alert system here, along with some wire nuts in the description below. Check it out. Doesn't matter what style you use. Doesn't matter what manufacturer you use. You've got to have one of these in your house. And if you use the battery operated ones, make sure you change the battery once a year. Don't wait till it chirps at you, because it'll be in the middle of the night. Probably 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning when you're trying to sleep and you got to work the next day. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care. Have them out.